I'm going to be taking you on how to make this beautiful slipper. This is for the coming winter or for Harmattan. It is just a simple slipper, very easy to make and very comfortable, and even a beginner can make it. Let's get into the video. Just twist your yarn this way and bring out a loop, chain one, and we walk into this space here. So we are going to insert our hook in the space and make one single crochet. We're going to put our stitch marker to mark that same stitch we just created, because we are going to be working in rounds. Now we are going to add an extra 5 single crochets to this one, which will become a total of 6 single crochets into this space. So we are going to work 5 more. 1 2. We're going to then we'll pull up our loop, our tail end. We're going to draw our tail end to tighten off, to close the space. So now we're going to remove our stitch marker. We're going to insert our hook into that first stitch and make a single crochet. 1. You put back your loop, you put back your stitch marker into that same stitch you just made. Now you go back again into that space, that same stitch. We're going to make another single crochet. 2. So in other words, we have 2 stitches in this stitch. The next stitch, we are going to make 2 single crochets. 1, 2. The next stitch, we are going to make another 2 single crochets. 1, 2. We're going to have 12 stitches. We remove our stitch marker, insert our hook in the first stitch, make a single crochet, put back your stitch marker, go back again into the same stitch, you make another single crochet, which makes it 2 single crochets. The next stitch, we are going to make 1 single crochet. The next, we are going to make 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. We have 18 stitches here. We're going to remove our stitch marker here, insert our hook and make 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. We'll take our stitch marker and insert into the first stitch here, and the next we are going to make 1 single crochet. Next we'll make 1 single crochet. The next one will make 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. Next we'll make 1 single crochet. Next, 1 single crochet. Okay, so right here we remove our stitch marker. We're going to make 2 single crochets here. Put back our stitch marker. Next 3 stitches will be 1 single crochet. So next 3 stitches, 1 single crochet. Next stitch will make 2 single crochets. So we are going to repeat it till we get to the next stitch marker. So the last 3 stitches were 3 single crochet. So we remove our stitch marker. We insert our hook and make another increase, which is 2 single crochets there. Insert back our stitch marker into the first stitch. Then we'll work 1 single crochet in 4 stitches. 2, 3, 4. You increase in the 5th stitch. Work 1 single crochet again in the next 4 stitches. Okay, so this is our stitch here. This is how it looks. So let's take our ruler and measure it. And here we have 2.5 inches, which is good. But if your leg is wide, you can use a little bit more, or you just go round again. And we have it. We'll remove our stitch marker here, make a 1 single crochet, put back our stitch marker. Now we'll start working without increases. So this stitch now will not have any increases. We'll keep working with these stitches we have here. 1, the next stitch, 2. Here we are. We made it to 10 rounds. Spiral. It's in spiral, you know. We made 10 spirals starting from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So this is the 10th one. We're going to change color. But if you don't want to change your color, you can continue this way. But we need to change our color for the toe area. So I'm going to clip off my yarn, and we're going to keep this aside. Then I'm going to remove my stitch marker to begin the next round. We are going to insert okay, I think we should have started here. So this is where our stitch marker was, but we're going to work from here. We'll just change our yarn, pull up a loop. Now we're going to hold this new yarn, hold it, and we pull through. So we're going to draw this to make it a little bit tight, to give it a little bit tension. Then we're going to work over these 2 stitches here. I'm going to work over them. That's how to change your stitch, change your color, your yarn color. So we're going to continue with 1 single crochet. We put back our stitch marker into this very knot here. Put back our stitch marker there. Now we're going to work all round till we get back to the stitch marker. So we are at the very last stitch here. I will just insert my hook below this stitch over here. Below this stitch over here, I'm going to insert my hook there and make a long single crochet. Pull it up nicely and make a long single crochet, and then I will insert my hook at the top of this stitch and continue with my single crochet. So, but remember, this is where we're supposed to put our stitch marker, and we're going to go on. It might not look perfect. So it might not look perfect. It doesn't look perfect, but I want it to sit on the same level, right? It looks better than the other one. So it doesn't look perfect, but at least it looks really better. So that's how I figured it out. So we're going to continue this way in this round. We're going to continue like that, spirally, until we get to 21 stitches. So we've gotten to this point. Here we've made to this point, and let's measure it with our ruler. Measure it with the inches. We have 4 inches here, which is what we want. So we're going to be working in 24 rows. Okay, now we are going to remove our stitch marker from here. I'm going to slip stitch here. I'm going to slip stitch and trim our yarn. Bring out the slip stitch and trim our yarn. So this will be the foot area, underneath the foot. Because of this, I don't want it facing upwards or on top of the foot. It shouldn't be on top of the foot. It should be underneath the foot. All right, so we can be able to have a clean side on top here. So with that being said, we're going to fold it. This should be at the middle here. Then I'm going to turn it this way. It kind of find the midpoint here, which is not a must. Just pick any stitch here. You count 6 this way and count 6 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You put your stitch marker. Then from here you count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So your stitch marker should be here. So we're not going to cover this round, right? So we'll go back and forth, back and forth. So now we're going to attach our wool, attach our yarn, and chain 1. Go back into the same stitch, make 1 single crochet. The next stitch, and you go on and on. Here we're not going to insert our hook here. So here we're not going to insert our hook here. We're going to go below it, below the slip stitch. We're going to make our single crochet over there, and we'll continue while we hide the tail. So this is the last stitch here. This is the last stitch. Chain 1. There's no need of putting our stitch marker anymore. Just chain 1. You turn to the other side. So we'll keep on going like that. At the last stitch here, we're going to insert our hook and make a single crochet. We chain 1 and we turn. We're going to continue in this manner till we get to 24 rows, right? So right here we have 2 rows already made. We have completed our stitches, the rows. We've completed our rows, and here we have 24 rows. I don't need to count it. So we're going to go ahead and cut this yarn, but we're going to leave a longer tail, just a longer tail for sewing. So we'll bring it out like this. We'll get our tapestry needle. Now what I normally do, because this is the inner part and this is the outer part, so I used to fold it like this, just like this. So I will sew it spirally, So from here I will insert I'll put my needle in the first stitch, then I put it in the first stitch of the other panel, then I'll sew it like so. I'll come back again, the same stitch, I'll do it again. This is like trying to hold it together here. So the next stitch, I'll pick my stitch here and pick the other one, and I'll sew it. Next one, okay, so we are okay. We'll clip off our yarn, pull it inwardly like this. I don't like it too pointed, so I like it like this. It looks perfect. So now we're going to work on the edges, seams. We'll attach our yarn, go back again, make one stitch, one single crochet. Now we are going to work one single crochet in each of the stitches, the side stitches. So I'm going to go round. Don't skip any stitch, don't increase any stitch, don't decrease any stitch. You just go round. Here we are. Actually, I made 2 rounds, right? So we are back again here. So this is the second round I made, and we're back again here. So now we're going to insert our hook on the first stitch and make a slip stitch here. So we hold them together. Now we're going to chain 1, then we're going to be working in our back loop only, back loops only. So we are going to insert our hook into the next stitch, which is a back loop. We're going to make a slip stitch over there. Next, insert our hook and make a slip stitch. So go on and on and on. So we are going to do this till we come back. Sometimes it can be hard though. So I'm going to do this until we come back to this place, right? Just patiently take it one after the other. Back loops only, slip stitch. Over here, we are getting to the very end. We are getting closer to the end. So we're going to slip stitch into the top of this stitch here. And that's it like this. We trim off our yarn, bring it out. Now we're going to go into this stitch, go back and forth, go back. Okay, so we'll find a way to hide our tail. So here we are through. Nicely made.